Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku Struggle, continuing the common route. It's been a couple days for me, so I have no idea what the hell just happened. Anyway, like if I played the day before, I'm fine, but like I'm like, it's been like 2 days. Okay, I didn't play yesterday because it was a holiday, so I treated it like a Sunday, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna lounge around and do nothing today. So like, it's only been like 24 hours. No, it's been like 48 hours. I can do time. But like, I'm like, I don't remember anything. Story of my life. Anyway, ahem. Well, now that we've been thoroughly interrupted, maybe we should get back to our meeting. Since he's already here, let's include Tama in our discussion and go over a few more rules for our living arrangement. Alright, we were talking about cleaning and laundry and stuff, and then Tama ordered a fucking cat tree, right? That's where we were. Like what? Rules that ensure no one causes trouble. I think we need to be more specific than that. Like staying overnight somewhere unannounced. Whoa! You're a straight shooter, huh, Goemon? Did you forget our job here? Even if we have phones, it'd be best if we aren't split up too much.
Is it okay as long as it isn't unannounced?
Was there somewhere you were trying to stay? He's a whore, so...
No, but I was just thinking about staying out a bit later than usual when the moon's out.
Can't you do that from the roof?
Well, I'll let you know.
Oh, alright then. But Goemon does have a point, so just try not to be too far away from us for too long. Like, or, you know, just let people know where you are. Like, hey, like, what's going... It's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go run to the grocery store, and then you meet someone, and then you're like, yeah, no, I'm gonna have coffee. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with so-and-so. Or, you know, you just let people know where you are if you didn't tell someone, you know? Like, I'm going to the grocery store, but then I run into Oshichi, and we decide to hang out at the cafe. Like, hey, ran into Oshichi, gonna hang out at the cafe. Send it to the group text, and then it's like, at least they know where I am. Or the last time anyone might have seen me before I get kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, don't use my body wash. Someone's been using it because I have way less than before. Okay, who did it?
Not me.
Not me either. Sorry. I knew it was you. That stuff's popular and is always out of stock. Sorry, I just like the smell of it. Does anyone have anything else to say? Here's the thing. Don't use anybody else's products unless you're going to replace them. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, you're in the shower and you're like, fuck, my shampoo's out. You gotta use somebody else's shampoo. So you have to let them know, like, hey, I had to borrow your shampoo because mine was out. Like, you know what I mean? But don't keep using someone. Go out and buy yourself shampoo. Like, there's emergency situations. Still, make sure you have fucking shampoo. Like, who doesn't have 6 different types of shampoo in their fucking... I have 3 different types of fucking shampoo in my shower right now. Okay? Like, you know what I mean? But, like, we're talking about dumbass boys, so... I never realized he was also wearing an anchor pendant. Is that new, or is he always wearing that? Is that the anchor that was in the living room that he was told to clean up and now he's wearing it as a pendant, or was he wearing that when we first saw him in his chillax clothes? Someone will tell me. Mind if I say something? Go ahead, Murakami. I want Tama to stop staring at me. Huh?
Oh, so you finally noticed, Meow!
You're still trying to go for my... Well, you know, right? You're still trying to go for my... Well, you know, right? You're nuts? Yeah.
I'm sure you'll grow it back after a little dip in the onsen. So how about just letting me take care of that for you, Meow?
Why does he sound like Kikinosuke? Whatever. Absolutely not! Did you just forget how we all just covered for your stupid little shopping blunder just now?
That's completely different. If you don't want me to keep glaring at you, then I suggest you swear your loyalty to Chief, Meow.
Tama!
Chief, these are prisoners. They're insolent. We have to teach them a lesson before they take advantage of your kindness.
This little freak of a cat really wants to pick a fight with me, doesn't he?
just being loyal to my master. Anyone who tries to hurt Chief will have to deal with me. You all need to know your place as prisoners. None of you will cause my master trouble, meow.
I petted his soft fur.
Chief, I'll help you beat these men up until they know how serious we are, meow.
I appreciate it, but it'll be okay.
Chief! Master!
Yeah, I can't read their minds, but I don't think they're gonna try and hurt me. Why is he blushing? He's like, not if he's threatening to rip my junk off. You can let your guard down a little.
I refuse, meow. What? Aren't you supposed to follow your master's orders? Even if Chief requested it, I won't let any of you attempt to hurt my master, meow. My ultimate dream for this trip is to rip everyone to shreds and throw you all into the pits of the eternal hell, meow.
This cat freak really loves you. Yeah.
I'm not a freak, meow. I have a name and Chief gave it to me. It's Tamao, and I'm going to be a Hell Guardian who serves the Emma Palace, meow.
Okay, fine. I really don't want any trouble, so let's just be friends, huh?
I can never trust the likes of such an atrocious villain from the eternal hell.
Look at Tamao's face and stuff when he's like, yeah, fuck that.
Tama, cut it out already.
Meow! Seriously, we're fine. What should I do? Even if someone forced me to, I can never bring myself to say, hey, I trust all of you. It would be so embarrassing.
Chief, have you forgotten? The 3 statues of the Hell Guardian?
The 3 statues of the Hell Guardian? Oh, that gotta be something crazy.
Forget not your pride. Trust not the prisoner. Punish not with hesitation. Punish!
That's pretty messed up. I didn't even know they had sayings like that.
Well, I guess from a Hell Guardian's perspective, we don't need to be treated as humans, do we?
No, this is just...
Master! Chief! A Hell Guardian loses the moment the prisoners look down on them! You must punish them right away with lashes from your whip!
Okay, listen. Tamao needs to simmer the fuck down. I appreciate his defending us and the I will rip them to fucking shreds if they don't obey you type of a thing. And especially because we needed that when we first got here. Okay? We first got here and they were being douche canoes. Right? But everybody's pretty chill right now. Everyone's like, alright, fine, whatever. I don't have to like you. Ugh. Yeah, well, you suck. And just telling me I suck is one thing. At least they're not actually threatening me, okay? Yona might be thinking about it, but like, whatever. I can't stop him from thinking, okay? But like, Tama is being way too over the fucking top about it. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. It's like, nobody has done anything to warrant, right now, your rage. I'm gonna need you to tone it down. Like, earlier, yes, absolutely. Threaten to bite their manhood off. I'm with you. They needed to hear that, and then after all the whole shenanigans on the first day, yes. But, like, right now, everyone's being chill. I don't mind it being like, if you so much as cross a fucking line, I will end you. Starting with your manhood. And they're all like, yeah, okay, we get it. And then it'd be like, yeah, watching you. But, like, he is, like, just ready to throw down, and it's like, nobody warranted that. Warnings? Sure. Here for it, but simmer down. You know what I mean? Just simmer. It's okay to just... You've warned them, shut up now. Like, good God, cat.
Let's do it together! The likes of them are no match for Chief anyway, so...
Tama, listen to me, okay? Men are... prisoners. Prisoners are... You'd never, ever trust them. Tama, I want to be a new kind of Hell Guardian.
Meow?
A new kind
Of Hell Guardian.
Remember, the laws in Hell also change with the times, don't they? Don't you think Hell should evolve along with the rest of the world? And maybe not lean on those 3 ancient little statutes? Maybe instead of getting to the point... Like, there really is something in the air and the water up here. I get her changing. And everything, but I don't know her being willing to change so instantaneously is just like believable. I think that's my main flaw so far is like we had that like there's definitely something in the air. Which I guess they've sort of kind of explained away, like her being like, well, wait, like she's acting strange, like, why do I all of a sudden want pedicures and like, you know, sip cute lattes and shit, you know what I mean? She's like, something's weird here. Yeah, okay. So the whole like kind of flipping on 2 days in being like, I don't know if I hate them. Girl, what? Like, it's a little too soon to make that change. I get wanting to be like, listen, we've all got to work together. I hate you, you hate me, but like, and having moments, but they're also acting a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's just in the air. I don't know. Or we're just not gonna. It's not that important to get that in depth. You know what I mean? Where it's like actual, like, this is frenemies to lovers, because we're not really enemies. We started off that one day when we first got here, and I was like, oh shit, the trash is literally on fire here. And then all of a sudden now they're just like, well, I mean, you've all got attitude problems, but that's about it. Oh. They're not as trash usually is. But I'm gonna guess it's probably because if they made them literal, absolute human garbage all the time, at this point in the game, you'd be like, I don't even fucking like a single one. There's no redeeming qualities, and you wouldn't want to continue the game. Where now you're like, all right, I mean, they're trash, but like, you're kind of amusing, and you're gonna like, okay, you know, they're forgivable trash right now, you know? You're like, you know, eh. But I do feel like we're changing a little bit too fast, and it's a little weird. So I'm not sure. I don't hate it. I'm not in the boat where like, this is so fucking unbelievable, and I'm annoyed with it, but I'm still, it's a question mark. I'm like, are we changing a little too fast? Is that like, because I'm so used to the main characters being wishy-washy little, I have faith in everyone because everybody is awesome. I'm naive. And like, I figured she was tougher and smarter than that. So like, right now I'm not sure how to feel about her changing so fast. Is it literally just in the air? Or is she pulling some of that naive, dainty porcelain doll that we usually have? We're like, I trust everyone. No, I know you just slapped me in the face, but like, I'll forgive you. It never has no emotion aside from like forgiveness and love. We're like, are you on drugs? Stop. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like an all-forgiving robot? Like, stop it. Like, have a personality. Get mad for something that is legit. Like, they're trash. I get her, like, trying to be, like, right now, she's like, let's just all try to live in peace. They're being okay, I'm okay, but, like, so I'm a question mark on how fast she's changing. Like, part of me is like, cool, yeah, you want to keep the peace, they're keeping the peace, you're gonna keep the peace, you're not gonna, like, start fights, cool, fine. You're also a little insecure because you're, like, new at the job, and you gotta deal with this clusterfuck over here. Okay, alright, fine. And it could just be the air, but I'm always just, I guess, a little hesitant on the, don't turn into, like, every other main character, you know? You started off so strong! Don't fall into that, like, you know, naive, dainty little wildflower. You know what I'm talking about. Like, everybody's, oh my God, I'm cute and precious and adorable, and everybody thinks I'm so sweet and nice. And look at me and my big saucer eyes. And you're like, God, I'm sick of it. You know? Little Mary Sue's. I'm sick of it. So, like, she started off so fucking strong, and I want you to stay that way. But she's kind of leaning more into being one of the typical main characters, and it's alright for now. But I don't love it. But I don't hate it either. We're not at the point where I'm, like, disappointed yet. You know what I mean? I'm just questioning, like, what's happening. So, anyway.
What are you saying exactly?
Well, I still need to figure that part out.
Meow!
I'm gonna tame these guys in my own way. Well, okay. Now, if you're saying that in a pervy, dirty way, I'm here for it. Because that's definitely different. That was going on. Whoops. You've got to be kidding me. Goemon? A new kind of Hell Guardian, huh? Nice. I, Goemon Ishikawa, enjoy new things. I'm pretty interested in what you're proposing here. What she's thinking is, I don't think that's hell for them, but okay. If you're gonna be so proud about this, I hope you do your best at making your improvements. Or like, are you making fun of me? It'll be fun to see how she's gonna tame us, won't it, boys? A woman can never tame me. Oh, I cannot wait to do it! Every time you open your mouth! God damn, I can't wait to tame you and turn you into a little pussy. I mean, a kitten. I will make you my pet. I will, and it's gonna be goddamn amazing because you're such a bitch about it. Seriously, all they knew how to do is talk. Feel personally attacked, but fair enough.
It's just a bunch of rambling nonsense.
What? What's so mean? Oh, that's so mean.
See, Chief, I'm telling you, what they really need is a good chunk bitten off of their...
Oh. JX signal. TV's on. Did we turn the TV on? Turned it on before, but like... Yeah, see, that was absolutely him trying to throw... He was wearing the same outfit. He just had a hat and a mask on, but like... And glasses. Right, he was the accent.
Hey, kids! Well, what's everyone up to? Have you enough plans? You should come to Asakusa right away.
Oh, that's the guy Oshichi likes. Well, if you and Jack never got to know each other, I could get his autograph. Again, still a very weird thing to say. Honestly, the dumbest and only memory I have of him. I need to wipe it from my memory as soon as possible. It's not the only memory you have of him. Not necessarily... That's the dumbest. The other one is probably sad, but...
Listen up, okay? I'm gonna tell you all something very important right now. Today at 2 o'clock, I'm gonna have a special live stream at...
Senjuko Tsugahara. Senjuko Tsugahara.
Senjuko Tsugahara Plaza.
I can't say that in the accent. I cannot say Senjuko Tsugahara Plaza in that accent. Good enough. Okay? I can't. It's gonna take 3 times longer. Huh? It's like, I heard this voice before. Recently, too. Get your puzzle pieces out, girls.
I'll be performing a brand new song there. But this is also more important than that. That may be something that involves your deaths. Your very fates.
Sir? Whoa.
As usual, I'll be streaming this worldwide, but I'd love if you could experience this live.
I hope we don't have to sing.
I do hope you'll join me. And if you do come, I hope you'll bring as many of your family and friends as you can. 2 o'clock.
Senjuko Tsugahara Plaza.
Be there.
Now, did he write a song about all the shit we told him? And she's gonna be like, this voice sounds familiar. And then he's gonna sing the song and she's like, oh fuck. Did you all just hear that? Yeah, the part about death didn't sound nice.
It feels strange that it's in Kotsugahara.
Oh? Why is that? Jaraku? He said he wanted a lot of people to experience it, didn't he? It almost sounded like it didn't have much to do with a new song of his. We should try to get to Senjuko Tsugahara Plaza by 2 p.m. today. Could you stop making me say that? That's like the longest fucking Japanese word we've ever had to read, recently anyway. In my memory. Oh my god! Please don't make me say it again, then they keep fucking saying it. So this is Senjuko Tsugahara. There are a ton of people here already. Apparently that guy Jack is pretty popular. I bet people would come here crawling on hands and knees for a chance to see him in the flesh.
Goemon, you were executed in
Sanjogawara.
In Sanjogawara, huh?
Why are you bringing that up now?
I was killed here. I was executed by
Asaimon. Asaimon? Is that where we're going? Whatever. What?
It happened a long time ago, but the name... Senjuko Tsugahara... It's still here. It's peaceful and pretty here now, but back in my lifetime, this is where people were executed.
Here, this is where Sharaku was executed. That's gotta be kind of, I like that they put that in. Was he, like, actually a real person? I don't know. I know Goemon Ishikawa was, right? But I don't necessarily, and I don't know the history behind, and, like, was Goemon actually, like, boiled alive? Like, whatever they said, however he died at the Cauldron of Death, right? I'm laughing, but it's like, that's so tasteless, to be fair. Like, you made a teacup ride out of cauldrons. This is like, this execution. You're like, I mean, it's kind of fucked up, dude, but you know what I mean? So, like, were they all real people? And were their deaths / executions, like, really, like, okay, that's what happened and we wrote it in? Or, like, they changed things about it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they're like, yeah, we just took a historical character. Obviously, we made them a hot 2D anime boy because none of them looked like this. Okay. But, like, were the circumstances surrounding, like, yes, Goemon Ishikawa was a thief. We know that from Nightshade, okay? We know some things, but, like, I don't remember because in that, he wasn't dead. It was supposed to be of the time period. But, like, also, they'll take people out of their time periods and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know where the real and where the fake and where the, I'm assuming he was an actual person, right? Not just, like, a Robin Hood myth. Because, like, Robin Hood was just a story, right? Not a real you know what I mean? You're like, that's as popular, so was he a real person? You know what I mean? Like, anyway. Not the point. But if Sharaku was a real person and he was executed, was it really here or whatever? What I like is, even if that's not, like, the truth, that they kind of put that in because it ties a little more into, like, when you're going through their story, something about this place is going to be, they're going to have an emotional connection to it. So it's going to be something more to delve into aside from, oh, you're just an asshole. It's like, you've got this emotional connection to this place that's negative and you got to work through it. It adds a little more depth to the character is what I'm saying. Whether it's, hey, it just happened to overlap and look at that. Good job using it to your advantage. Or, well, we kind of, like, rearrange some facts to make it work for the story. But, anyway.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm beginning to have a very bad feeling about all of this.
Don't worry. I died near the Sanjo River, but couples go there now to give their vows to each other. We'll be okay. Man, I used to want to haunt all of them. Hey, it's starting! A sense of anxiety filled me as I watched the stage. Yeah, I'm a little curious.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming.
See, should you recognize it? Well, he's not wearing a mask and glasses. You're like, everything about him if he put on a mask and glasses, he'd look like that other guy, but, like, nah. Clark Kent effect.
Oh, there are so many people here. I'm so happy.
I mean, for him, it's like, if he tucked his hair up, and then the sunglasses, as opposed to regular glasses, the mask, at least he's doing a decent job trying to hide. By putting a mask on, then you can only see your eyes, and, like, it's harder to identify your face. As opposed to everyone else who's like, I put a hat on, and you're like, but you're wearing the same fucking ostentatious outfit. Like, I mean, his outfit's at least black, but, like, still the little flower boutonniere thing you got going on your lapel here, pretty sure you do have heterochromia because it literally looks like your one eye is red. And I don't think it's a shadow. I think it really is, but I can't tell. So anyway.
I asked y'all to come here today so I could show you something. But before we get into all of that, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. To be completely transparent with y'all, I almost died once. I've seen the Sanzu River. I saw hell and it was truly, truly horrifying.
He's been in hell? But he's human, right?
He said he almost died, right? Maybe he revived.
And then she's like the guy who threw himself in the water and bounced back. Hey, what's up? Nothing, I think I ran into this guy yesterday.
There are lots of depictions of it in popular media, but it's more terrifying than anything you've ever seen or read. seem to know a lot about it. Have you seen this stuff before or something?
Yeah, that's the same voice. His face was hidden behind a mask and glasses, but his mannerisms were the same.
Prisoners undergo hideous torture, and their countless screams of agony echo through hell.
Pretty sure that's common in the lore.
The pool of one's blood is mixed with drops from another's, the ground below soaked in blood, trembling and rotting away.
Not unsurprising.
No one can escape from there. A macabre dance of eternal fire and blood.
I like how he's saying this dramatic line and he's got the, like, hand in front of his eyes, dramatic fucking, like, anime pose. Sure. He's a bit of an edgelord, don't you think?
He'd probably get along with Old Man Enma. I don't want any of you, my beloved fans, to have to go through that kind of suffering. What would you say if I told you there's a way to guarantee your entrance to heaven?
Okay. Wait a minute. Are you gonna be tied to Shinobikini? Right? Because she ripped those 3 trash piles out of hell and was like, oh, I'm like, Simon is definitely, like, not repentant for anything he's done. I'm sure. I mean, like, the way he just sliced and diced our boyfriends, like, I don't think that's a mark of a good, kind soul. I don't also really think her conning heaven into dropping the spider's thread was, like, all that honest. I think she's shady as fuck. You know, because heaven's full of morons who are like, yeah, she's honest, of course we're gonna trust her. Yeah, no, she lied to your face and you believed her, you're idiots. Heaven is basically every normal main character from an Otome game where they're like completely fucking naive and they believe everyone and everything despite the fact that they have lies stamped all over their forehead. They're literally standing in a booth that says snake oil salesman and they're carrying around every single red flag known to man. Okay. Literally. So, yeah. But I'm wondering if she's running a con some. But why? What would her purpose be? If I get more people into heaven, then I'll be God. I don't know. Like, I don't understand the purpose of why she would have some kind of evil plot to get people out of hell. You know, it's really concerning when your thing is like, she's got this evil plot to save people's souls. That doesn't sound like it should go together. But, like, she literally picked out the worst trash. Well, one of them was her boyfriend, so that makes sense. So, like, he's in cahoots with her trying to save people, so, like, whatever she's trying to do, maybe. But, like, I still don't get her purpose. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's 2 different sort of kind of overlapping plots, because I can't really see... Well, unless she knows, yeah, but she's been revived, but is she still technically dead? So, like, she can't just be judged and go back to hell. It's not like, oh, I'm revived, I'm alive, I'll eventually age, die, and then they're going to realize what a shady bitch I was, and I'm going to go straight back to hell. Whereas, whatever she's doing, if she was trying to find a way to save people's souls, it would guarantee her not having to go back to hell. You know what I mean? But if she's already dead, and she's just eternally dead, and she's not been revived at all, then it doesn't matter? Huh. Unless it has something to do with the fact that people pay her money. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're paying you money to, like, cleanse our souls or whatever, so she's trying to find a way to guarantee that they get into heaven because they paid her money. So it's like a buy your way in. Like, oh, sure! If you got money, you can get into heaven, but the rest of us gotta go to hell, whatever. You know what I mean? That kind of a jam. Goddamn 1%ers fucking up everything again. Can't even go to heaven unless, you know, you pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, you're rich, you can get out of jail. You're rich, you don't have to go to hell. That's fucking bullshit, man. Something like that. Yeah, okay. It's probably money is motivating her for this, so. And since she's already been pardoned, like, she's never going back to hell, so what does she give a fuck if she commits all these things that would technically be sins? And then she's got this chuckle fucking involved. And we're gonna romance him. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, we'll see. What? No way! We stood in shock at his unexpected words. Also, again, it's really weird to be on the side of like, whoa, 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 whoa! You can't just take my business away. And we're fighting for hell now. Oh, yeah, but also, I don't like that. Well, it's not like he's gonna start talking about the spider's thread, right?
Well, some of you may be thinking I sound insane, yes? Before you answer that, I invite you to witness what an act of salvation looks like. Lady Shinobikuni, if you please.
Okay, he is working with her. Alright, this is shady. The people around us glared at me for shouting. Sorry, Sharoku. I get the feeling that couples won't be making vows to each other here.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Wow, this is the first time I've seen the real Shinobikuni. I guess she really does exist. Yeah, I've only seen her on streams or in ads. I kind of thought she was just an actress. Shinobikuni's basically the mother of Asakusa, isn't she? She reads everyone's fortunes and gives advice for how to live your life. But why are the two of them connected? Hey, why are Shinobikuni and Jack up there together? What am I gonna do if they declare their love for each other? Oh, that's probably a girl. But he mentioned something about salvation just now, right? What did he mean by that? Hello, everyone. I am Shinobikuni of the Kumonoi Temple. Kumonoi. Yeah, I keep saying it wrong, but anyway. I spend my days spreading the good word of Buddhism to every corner of Asakusa. However, I've been troubled for some time now. I was troubled that those who haven't been to the temple might not find salvation. That's why I collaborated with Jack and set up this event today. I would like to save as many people as possible, provided you pay me $39.95 a month. I want to do all I can for that cause. I'm sure it must seem suspicious for a woman to pop up and speak of such things. Nah, but anytime somebody that's churchy pops up and starts speaking about shit like this, it involves giving some money and shit, and it's kind of shady. That's all I'm saying. Listen. Have you ever seen anyone being like, hey, come on, Satan wants you to pay money in order to save yourself? Like, no, you don't have to pay to go to hell. It's free. You know? But, like, everybody is talking about God as, like, you gotta pay your way in, and that just seems kind of shady. I'm sorry. Like, isn't bribery, like, shouldn't that be a sin? So, like, me bribing my way into heaven just kind of feels like it negates the whole thing. You know? I don't trust this bitch. And it's not because, like, I want to go to hell or anything, because it does not sound like a fun time. But, like, I'd rather just be a ghost. Because, like, heaven just sounds like it's full of idiots, and that doesn't sound like a good time. And hell, it sounds really painful, so I'm just gonna be a ghost and hover. You know, haunt people. Just be more fun. Haunt a bar or some shit, I don't know. Anyway. That's why I wish to show you all the power of the Buddha right here and now. Today I'll be granting everyone's wishes. Huh? What? What does she mean? She sounds crazy. This is a stunt, right? Wishes? What is she about to do? You there with the mask on. Huh? Me? They actually gave a sprite to this dude. She pointed toward a single man. What's your wish? Status? Fame? Whatever it is, tell me. Anything. Wait, is he one of the dudes that got ripped up from the spider's thread and, like, this is a big-ass con? Because I figured it was a big-ass con, but then she was like, she points to a random dude. But, remember, she didn't just pull a Simon, she pulled another dude and some other girl out. And is this the guy? Whoa. What's she about to pull? The four of them stared, irritated that there was nothing they could do. I was sure that no one here would be able to imagine what was about to happen. Anything I want. I don't really have anything. Huh. Nice voice, too. Haven't I heard it before? Oh my god! Is that Ichise? What? The guy who retired after that car accident? Well, I don't think he retired. I read that he couldn't get any more work since the accident left him with a lot of facial injuries. Oh wow, you know a lot about him. I mean, I loved Ichise's face, so princely. Mm-hmm. Really? Is there truly nothing you desire? I understand. Courage is needed to share your deepest desires in front of an audience. Yeah, they purposely shows him. I still feel like there's a con. She ain't magic. But if you knew it would come true, would you hesitate to say it aloud before us? You're just part of. I'm sure you're just part of an act. I've been in the entertainment industry for a long time, and it's not all that believable. Just then. Whoa. No way! What's going on? The mics and all the stage equipment are floating in midair. Is she using some special power? We looked at each other again and again. We didn't know what she would do next. The thing is, we have desires which are magical abilities, so it would seem she would have one, or one of the people she pulled out. We know that Asa has the, a slice and dice. Okay, so if you were like, look, magically chopping vegetables with knives, you'd be like, I know who's doing that. Okay. But, one of the other two she pulled out could have some kind of magical abilities. You know what I mean? That is helping. But she's probably got one too, but we don't know what it is, right? Well, is this her desire? Okay. Does this prove that to you that what I offer you is much more than a parlor trick? What's going on? Everyone, please do not be afraid. This is the power of the Buddha. No, it's shady snake oil saleswoman. I wish to save all of you with this power. I believe this is the reason I have such power. I mean, even if she really believed that, she committed all these sins and then she repented and she was saved and she believes she can help other people, just because you have a noble thought, I want to save as many people as possible, even if she really 100% believes that and wholeheartedly it's coming from a good place, she's going to go and do something about it that's probably, shady and weird and, especially because she's the big bad. I'm assuming here. We're not supposed to side with her, and if I don't think that they would make you be like, oh my god, no, everything about her is great. You know what I mean? There's going to be something else. There was some shady, nefarious reason. This is not the goodness of her heart. She really wants to help people, and, she was saved after repenting, and she just wants to save as many people. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't want people subjected to that, because, you know what I mean? I experienced it. I don't want other people to experience that type of a thing. Where you could see, anybody in hell would probably feel the same way. Sure. But I just feel like there's something else nefarious. Because you're not supposed to go and be like, no, she sounds like a great person. Why are we fighting her? You're like, no, she's shady. You know? You know? Although, if she was 100% noble and you got to the end like that, that would, really fuck you up, wouldn't it? Because you'd be like, why were we fighting her the whole time? I was waiting for her to be nefarious and have, evil machinations, and she was just a good person, and we were trying to drag her down. Oh my god, we really are horrible. And it would kind of fuck with your brain, and it would be great. Anyway. Something feels off. Don't you guys think? How does she intend to save everyone? She's not actually gonna kill us, all right? Yona, don't say something so horrible! Especially because she hasn't saved anyone yet, and killing them all would condemn most of them to hell. Not all. No, I don't think she'd do something that crazy. If she did intend on that, she wouldn't be giving such a lofty speech beforehand. I said to stop saying such horrible things. No, your wish. Stop it. The young man stepped back.
course, you have the right to decline. If you truly have nothing you wish for, you have the option to leave as well. However, if you ask me, I believe you carry a great pain. I wish to relieve you of that pain, and I wish for you to smile.
Stop it! I don't have any wishes!
So, will you leave? Will you live on, carrying that burden which you hold so deeply in your heart? Forever and ever?
Like, she's like, like, the way she's doing this is so shady. Like, she's like, I want to help you, like, I want to fix you. But she's like,
oh, really? You're just gonna leave when I could fix everything?
It's just the way she's going about it is so creepy. Would never come true. Prayed again and again. No miracle ever came. Yeah, this is part of a show, isn't it? Everyone, they're just ready to laugh at me, aren't they?
Please, have faith in me. I only wish to release you from your suffering. All you need to do is have faith in me.
What? This is gonna be bad. Let's stop them. Okay. You insist? Let me show you. They said he was like, he had like scars and stuff, so this is my face. Oh, he's the clown. That's why she recognized the voice. Now I feel really fucking guilty. One of you fuckers was going to be like, just wait, didn't you? You did it. None of these parts have gone up. But one of you motherfuckers was like, here's Spacey insulting poor clown boy. And like, you just wait. You're going to feel guilty about it. And damn it, you were right. Well, shit. But I'm sorry, with all the makeup and stuff on, like looking at him now, his scars doesn't make him creepy. Like, I'm not like, oh, creepy. I'm like, oh, poor thing. But, like, when you put all the clown and the jester makeup on, it makes it creepy. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry about that. Like, but now I'm also sitting here going like, whoa. But he is pretty. You are beautiful. And this is why she recognized his voice. But, like, obviously I'm not giving him the crazy jester voice right now because, like, oh my god. But that's probably why he does it. He does the jester thing because then his scars can like blend in with the costume and oh, and then the poor little girl being like, "Oh, you're scary." Oh, listen. He's still with the makeup on. It was a little creepy. Don't get me wrong. But this is where the pretty came from. What did I say? Didn't I was like, if you take off the creepy makeup, then like. Unfortunately, like, but oh god, I feel a little guilty. I do. Someone who's played this, one of you know, and I swear to God, when these post, there's gonna be a comment. Just wait, and I'm gonna be like, I already. Well, this is me already knowing past you, whoever typed that or was thinking it. Oh, you weren't wrong. I do feel a little bit. Oh god. Anyway. Stir spread through the crowd. Also, it was funny because when she was like, I recognize this voice, I'm like, how? We've never met this guy before. Forgot about our creepy jester boy. Oh no. I kept myself from shouting out loud. His gruesome scar was displayed on the big screen for everyone to see. That scar... Wait, was he at Hell Mansion? If you're bad, I'll take you to hell with me. Yeah, I definitely heard his voice there. Except for, I'm sure wasn't putting it. I didn't know he was going to have an actual, like, underneath character arc. You know what I mean? Is this really just coincidence? The man from the well is here, too. Not long ago, I was an actor. I had roles in all sorts of movies and TV dramas. I'm great with action and sword fights. I was even a lead in a series about a superhero team. I was the Red Spinner from the Reborn Spirit Rangers. Reborn Spirit Rangers, a famous Fighting Force TV drama series. They definitely did, though. I'm sorry, but right now the face he's making behind this is terrifying. And it's not the scars, it's literally just his Muppet mouth. Red Spinner! Ichise Tatsumi's lead role he played in Reborn Spirit Rangers. Ichise. That role was my greatest treasure. But after my accident, my face and the lower half of my body were terribly injured. I recovered enough so I can manage to walk, but barely. Can't run or jump like I used to. That's true, she did see him hobbling, remember? Like, did he hurt his legs or whatever? He was kind of limping along. Above all, I have this hideous face. It's funny because it's really not until you put the jester makeup on that goes with it. And then it's terrifying. They told me that even plastic surgery wouldn't be able to fix this. They gave up on me. If your power has the power to save me, then I want you to restore me to how I was before the accident. Now, afterward, can you put the jester makeup back on? But not the white face, okay? And, like, just put the mask and the hat and the whole outfit back on. And maybe, and just leave the white face off. Do the rest of it. Because then maybe we got a deal. But again, if they're terrifying, why make them kind of hot? He was, like, hot but also scary. And now we know why. Oh. Turn my face and legs back to how they were. You can't do it, can you? Of course you can't. Not a wish like this. You made a fool of me, but this is what you wanted, right? This poor thing. She's gonna fix him.
You poor thing. As if to love him, to encourage him, Shinobikini softly grazed his cheek with a gentle touch of her hand. You've been suffering alone since then. But everything's okay now. I cannot take away the days and months that you have lost, but I can return your body back to how it used to be. Now close your eyes for a moment. It'll be over right away. When you open them again, I'm certain you'll find the applause you've longed for.
Huh? Hang on, wait. Is she able to do that? That's a lot more than a little magic trick. If she can do this in front of an audience, it's the real thing. We held our breath and waited. And I'm curious, what's her desire? Jesus. Then, all of a sudden, there was a burst of light. It was blinding. I had to close my eyes. Like, she picked a real person to do it to, and now he's gone.
Now, open your eyes.
And see, like, look, now if you put the jester outfit on him, he'd be hot. Be totally okay. Huh? Hey, look! His scar's gone!
You need a mirror, don't you? Here.
My face. My face is back to normal?
Do you believe me now? Your legs should be completely healed as well.
No. Kobe made a sprite jump. At her words, Ichise took a small jump. It's true. Feels just like it used to. Oh. Can't believe it. He still has sad eyes. What's going on? Did that really happen?
Everyone, offer this man your blessings.
Ichise, welcome back! We knew you'd come back! I'm so happy it's the real Ichise! Amazing! Whoa, is she some kind of god? Did that really seriously just happen? I mean, this is how those TV preachers get you, right? They do fake mirror, but this one's real. This one's real! So I'm like, okay, she really does have magic. Most of the time it's fake bullshit. It's someone faking being ill. I can magically walk again. I've been paralyzed my whole life. And it's like, no, you weren't. I saw you walking down the street to Walmart last week, bitch. It was all fake bullshit, and people throw money at them because they're idiots. But like, she probably really did this because it's a fantasy game. So that's kind of like, uh-oh, that spells trouble. Because I don't think she's doing it out of the goodness of her heart to really save everyone. There's something nefarious undertones here. This isn't a stream. It's not like she would have been able to edit that in real time. Chise, I always wanted to meet you! Welcome back, Chise! I love that face of yours! Everyone... He took in the cheers and celebration. Now we're never going to see you dressed up like the little jester boy again. We only saw you once? That's not fun. It's going to haunt my nightmares, but... Thunderous applause of the crowd filled the place where Sharaku was executed. You can hear it, right? Your applause. My applause. You can see it, right? They're yearning for you. Ichise, look over here! That's amazing, Ichise! Welcome back! Ichise, I want to see the red spinner again! We've been waiting for you, Ichise! Everyone... Oh, look at him blushing. I'm back. Everyone... Oh, now he's getting, like, full of himself. The way his mouth moves is so ridiculous, though. I am Ichise Tatsumi. I finally returned for you. Ichise, look over here! Welcome back! I'm so happy you're back! Your face is so handsome, I love you! Okay, get on with it. The people fawning over him is crazy. I mean, I get it, like, I'm glad they do put that in there, because you have to just see, like, how crazy the crowd's going, but it's like, good lord, people.
Whoa. What's going on here?
How can this woman do all of that? In a crowd filled with joy, our faces were the only ones with bitter expressions on them. She saved him? Does she really intend on helping people?
Well, she's amazing, isn't she? You all believe in her power now, don't you? I understand the topic of Buddhism might seem a little complex to some of you. And that's exactly why I made an app.
It only costs $20 to download. It's free to download, but there's in-app purchase.
A pardoning app. A pardoning app, in fact. I call it...
That's like a square root. Isn't it? Jodo? It's like square root Jodo. That isn't that how you do like the square root sign? If I forget my math anyway. An app advertised where people can have their sins erased and go to heaven through completing missions or contributing donations. Exactly that! Contributing donations! Okay. This app right here is 100% the, like, walking apps that they have. And I've joined those, don't get me, with the walking challenges, where you're like, I'm paying money to join this walking challenge. I'm using air quotes around it because, oh, it's a 50-mile walk through whatever, doing wherever. You can, all sorts of different places. It's a virtual walk. You don't have to do a goddamn thing. You can just be like, yeah, I walked 50 miles, and then they send you a medal. You get a medal. You all you're doing is paying for the medal. Like, normally when you go to, like, any kind of, like, an event, or my sister and I used to do this bridge run by her, where, like, okay, you're paying money, you get the swag bag, your t-shirt, whatever, and you're actually doing the walk, though, you know what I mean? So when you're paying to do a marathon or whatever, you're actually doing the event. These ones are, you don't have to do them. I only put things down, like, I actually was, like, it was my way of, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna join these, and then this way I'll go out for walks when it's nice out. I'm getting my exercise in, and I get to put them in the little thing, and I'm walking through Tokyo, and I'm walking Mount Fuji, and I'm doing a Scooby-Doo one right now. Like, so you're like, you get little things, like, as you get certain points, you get little postcards that, like, pop up, and little things that tell you about the area, and where you were, and, like, whatever, and you actually have street view maps, so you can actually, like, pan around and see things. So, like, it's actually kind of cool, you know? But you don't have to technically do them. You can just, like, yeah, I paid $30, and yep, I walked my 50, and then you're literally just paying for this thing. If you don't actually walk the 50 miles, some of them are less, but you know what I mean? Like, if you don't actually walk the mileage, all you're essentially doing is being like, I downloaded the app, I paid the registration fee, and I put in that I walked 50 miles today, and woohoo, now I got a badge that says I did it. You know? I mean, to be fair, there was one year my sister and I registered to do the walk by her, because we had been doing it every year, and we didn't do it because I think that was the year my dad passed away, so it was like, it was either... like right after or like whatever, and it was like, yeah, no, we never. She went and picked up her things, so I have the shirt from that year and everything because we registered, we paid, and we just didn't happen to go and do it. So we have the thing saying we did this, we didn't, you know? But like, I mean, we would have though. You know what I mean? So like, that's what this is. This is like, woohoo! Here's my $100 donation. Sin's clear. That's like fucking going to confessional and be like, I am sorry I stabbed that hooker. Say 10 Hail Marys and give me $100. And you're like, cool, solved. That's not how it works, but like, you know, how shitty is that? You know, there's going to be people that actually do, like, legitimately, like, the missions and things and try to better themselves. But most people are just going to be like, I just paid $100 and I'm good. Like, that's what it is. Told you it was about money. Told you. But I feel like she's conned him into thinking that and like, he thinks he's doing something noble, but he's kind of like, also probably like, he might actually want to help people because he's seen hell and we told him about hell and he's terrified. So like, legit on his part, but with her it's about the money. So, I don't trust this.
Have you installed this and finished the daily missions it gives you? What? Oh, if you install this and finish the daily missions it gives you, all your sins will be forgiven.
It says, and your sins will be forgiven. But I don't think it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be your sins, not and. Anyway. Huh? What? They'll be forgiven? That can't happen.
All of you, myself included, will be saved.
I don't think that's how it works. Now, I don't think that hell had to have a buy-in. You'd be like, hey, King Enma, we're going to do this. And you'd be like, whoa. But, like, there's a registrar. So she is either scamming people 100%, I'm getting money, and then they'll end up in hell and like, who cares? Or because she conned Mukun into throwing down the spider's thread, and she knows that everybody in heaven's a bag of fucking morons. Sorry, they're idiots. Okay? That she knows that, like, they're donating money. She has some way to actually delete sins off people. Like, whatever is registering and keeping a tally. The metaphysical tally of sins, she can actually delete them. You know what I mean? Oh, you killed a bug. That's like $2 to delete that sin. You murdered a hooker. That's going to be $2,000. Cool, yeah, no big deal. Go murder all the... And if you've got enough money, you can murder all the hookers you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, essentially, this is the legal system right here. Depending on how rich you are, is how easily you get off with all the crimes that you committed. Even if there were witnesses, video, and you did it live on, like, international TV, like, you have enough money, everyone will be like, whatever. And so,
we can all enjoy this pardoning up and go to heaven together.
I mean, hey, it actually works. The cheers spread through the crowd. Bird stopped. The entire plaza applauded for Shinobikini. I can't believe this. I knew something was up, but pardoning? Oh, what jerk! Anyone could go to heaven! Heaven! Everyone's going to heaven! If we're pardoned, we'll get miracles too! That's not possible, I shouted. Several people looked back at me with sneers, but my tiny voice couldn't be heard by the people on the stage. I love you, Bird, but I don't want you biting my headset, or me. Can't believe any of this is real! Stop! This isn't right! My voice was drowned out by the commotion. No matter how hard I shouted, no one heard me. Listen to me! Anyone!
All right. I have one last thing to discuss. King Enma, creator of the Asakusa Special Ward. For so long, he's been troubled by how many sinners there are in this realm. But the great king would be delighted if he knew wickedness was eradicated and more people became virtuous through pardoning.
No he wouldn't. You're taking his business away. What?
And I'm sure those in the heavenly realm would be happy to welcome everyone as well.
Probably. I guess it gets really boring up there with the 6 people that are there. She pulled a fast one on us. Didn't think she'd make a first move like this. Oh. Mother doesn't want this at all. He'd never want this.
Well, there's no longer a need to fear hell. The gates to heaven have been opened. Now then, come with me to Eden.
Install Johto. That's square root. Root. That's true. That's the root sign, but like, anyway. No! No! Let's go. Goemon held me tightly, covering my shoulder. I didn't have the strength to push him away. Man, that's some fucked up shit. But anyway, now we know that there's schemes, and we just gotta figure out what her deeper scheme is, because it's not just out of the goodness of her heart she wants to save people. It's about the money, and how she conned Jack into it. Does he have, like, nefarious motives, or is he just an idiot? Well, or she conned him with the fear, you know what I mean? Like, well, if you do this, then you can be pardoned, and you've seen the thing, and, like, he's an easy mark, you know what I mean? But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.